Many students underestimate the power of time. Today, I want to tell you something very powerful. Time play a role in you actually storing information. Time play a very strong role in affecting how your brain store information and your retrieval ability. As a student, you need to be very, very cautious of time of study. You don't just wake up and start reading at any time. I want to read. I read at any moment I want to read. No, except if there is something so vital that you don't have a choice but to compromise your time. But aside that, your normal routine, you're supposed to have a normal routine that your brain is accustomed to, that your brain is used to, that you are at your peak, at your best. Now, in the time of day, during the day, there are peak time for the brain and there are lesser peak times for the brain. In this video, I'm going to show you a lot of tricks, a lot of things that you people are doing wrong. The best time to study, the time that is you are at your peak, and the time that your brain is at its peak, and the time that your brain is not at its peak, so that you can be able to adjust and know what you are doing at what time, and so that you can be able to expect more from the brain when you are consistent with a particular time. So in this particular place, you could see this person is trying to figure out how to or what time to study, what time is best for him to study. And from this map, you could see I try to indicate you when the time that the brain is at its best peak and the time that the brain is at its lower peak. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, between 5 to 7 is a good time of study. But at that particular time, the brain is not at 100% peak. Why? Because you're just waking up from sleep and there's still an element of weakness within you. And so at that particular point, you are not in full discharge. But it is a very, very good time. It is a good time to study. It's a good time to study. So I can advise you to study from 5 to 7. It's a very good time to study, but it's not an excellent time of study. An excellent time of study, and you find out that most students are in class within that period. That means between 8 to 10, most students are in their lecture. So that's why I will advise you to, if you want to do morning reading, you take advantage of the 5 to 7 time period to study, 2 hours to study or 1 hour, or you can start to do 6 to 7, or you can do 5 to 6, whatever one you can do. So if you capitalize on this particular time, it's going to be very, very helpful to you. But if you don't have lectures within 8 to 10, then that is a very wonderful time for you to study. At this particular point, your brain is at its maximum peak. It is in full capacity, and so therefore you will be able to read and remember effectively 100%. 100%. That's why you see most classes begin within this period, because why? Your brain is at its full capacity. And once you exceed this time, some of you that will read around 10 to 12 is an okay time. Okay, it's not a very, very good time. It's not a very good time. Okay, reading this time is better than you reading in this particular period of time, because at this moment in time the brain is getting weaker, not stronger. Now, avoid reading by 1 to 3. Very important. Avoid reading 1 to 3 in the afternoon. Avoid it. Okay? If your village people are telling you, avoid it, except if there is a strong emergency or there is something very vital that you have to do, then you have to compromise and do it. Then aside that, if it's a normal reading, please try and avoid this particular period of time to read. Okay? So, after that, we have 6 to 8. 6 to 8 is also a good time of study. Okay, it's a good time of study. Okay, but before you read 8 to 6, remember in our trick I said you have to what? You have to sleep. It is very, very important. When you sleep before this time, maybe you can sleep from around 4 to 5. Okay, you can sleep from 4 to 6 and then wake up by that 6. Dust yourself and start reading. Okay, so when you sleep and start reading by 6 to 8, you are reading in a very, very high capacity. So in this particular point, you need to sleep, remember. Then from 8 to 10, oh my God, a very, very good time to study. It's a very, very, very good time to study. But remember, you must still what? Sleep before you start studying. It is very, very important. Many of you are taking this for granted, but it's very, very important in order to boost your mental capacity. Okay, then from 10 to 12 is an okay time. It's an okay time because at that moment this brain is getting weaker and weaker, and so therefore there is the initiation of sleep at that moment. So you start battling sleep, you start battling so many things, and when you strain your brain too much, it becomes a problem. So I don't advise you people to read too within this period because you need to sleep, you need to relax and sleep. So you can start to relax and then sleep later, and then you will now wake up in the morning to read. So you need at least 1 hour to relax before you sleep. So you don't just after reading you just go and sleep, And reading by 12 to 2 is a no. It's a no. Okay, avoid reading this kind of period, this odd hour. Okay, except if you have something very important, maybe exams or something, then you can compromise. If you are not done, then you can be able to do it, just to be able to meet up with the demand or the expectation of the day. So I understand in that regard. Remember, compromise is very, very important if you have something that is so strong and so powerful in your ahead of you. Okay, this is how you can be able to maximize your reading time and read effectively as a student. Boost your capacity, do well, and I promise you, once you are able to meet up with this particular time requirement in your study, you find out that you are a top student in what? In storage. You can check our video on how you can be able to boost your mental capacity so that you can be able to know how to develop your memory capacity. So please watch that video. It's very, very important. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love, for your kindness, because I've seen us growing. It's all because of you. You are liking my videos, you are sharing my videos, you are commenting on my videos. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you are new in this family, please subscribe, like, share, and be part of this wonderful family, because in this family, we do a lot. We share a lot of tricks. I give you quality so that you can be able to boost yourself, boost your capacity, boost your skill, boost your memory so that you be a better version of yourself. Thank you so much for being with your visual tutor. See you. Bye-bye.